N64 games that need an HD remake. Although it may not exactly be an HD remake, Pokémon Stadium deserves a sequel. With almost 500 Pokémon joining the party since the last installment of the franchise, the fans deserve a trilogy. Whether it is for a handheld system like the 3DS or a console edition for the Wii U, Pokémon Stadium should see the light of day once again. After the remastered Ocarina of Time hit shelves for the Nintendo 3DS, fans immediately began to demand a Majora's Mask remake. Although many players consider this game to be their favorite Zelda title, it always falls in the shadow of Ocarina. Perhaps it can make its way to a console of this generation. Although this game was initially conceived without Pokemon, by tossing in Pikachu and his friends, HAL Laboratory turned Pokemon Snap into a cult classic. The goal is to take pictures of Pokemon playing in their natural habitats. It may not sound like an amazing game from the description alone, but fans attest to its unique concept and replay factor. Donkey Kong 64 was the follow-up to the Donkey Kong Country trilogy on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It translated well to the Nintendo 64 and featured all the aspects that made it a classic on the SNES. The series has continued to spawn sequels on the Wii and Wii U, but nothing beats the classic itself. Star Fox 64 had a remake on the 3DS, but Nintendo can do better. By playing Star Fox 64 on a new generation console, rather than a handheld system, you could get the same experience the original game provided, with added features the fans crave like online multiplayer. This remake would easily be a hit. Banjo-Kazooie features a honey bear named Banjo and a large red bird by the name of Kazooie. The game was widely acclaimed by critics at the time, along with its sequel, Banjo-Tooie. The franchise was successful in all its later titles, but a new Banjo game has not appeared in a while. Yoshi's Story was the first game where Yoshi appeared as the main star. In this side-scrolling adventure, the player completes levels structured like puzzles while traveling through a pop-up storybook. Imagine how much fun Nintendo could have translating the graphics of this game and the storybook aspect onto the 3DS. This was probably one of the most innovative video games of its generation. Hey You Pikachu allowed players to control Pikachu's actions using a microphone developed for the Nintendo 64. Because 3DS systems and Wii U consoles come with built-in microphones, these systems would not even need additional hardware to remaster this game.